Jerusalem. No other city on earth carries such weight, such history, such importance. For billions of Christians, Jews, and Muslims, it is the center of their spiritual world. It is the city where King David ruled, where Solomon built the first temple, where Jesus walked, taught, was crucified, and rose from the dead. The Bible calls Jerusalem the city of the great king, mentioned hundreds of times in Scripture. Its very name evokes deep longing and fierce debate on the world stage. Geopolitically, it sits at the crossroads of continents and civilizations. A decades-long epicenter of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a barometer for the region. From a biblical perspective, Jerusalem is not just a city of the past, it is the city of the future. Prophets spoke of a time when all nations would be drawn to it, some in conflict, some in worship. Today, September 27, 2025, many ask if we are witnessing more than history, a convergence that could be prophetic. Are we seeing prophecy come to pass before our eyes? The epicenter demands our attention. This past week has been a whirlwind in Jerusalem, each event adding complexity to a delicate balance. On one hand, a remarkable act of compassion. Cardinal Pier Battista Pizzaballa canceled accumulated school tuition debts for Christian families. He called it necessary, tied to the spirit of the 2025 Jubilee. Justice, fairness, mutual support. On the other hand, politics intensified at the United Nations. Prime Minister Netanyahu rejected international moves toward Palestinian state recognition, stressing Jerusalem's sacredness and security risks. Praised by allies as important declarations, yet deepening a global standoff. Tragically, a measles outbreak spread through Jerusalem and nearby communities. 3 more young children died this week, bringing the total to 5 since May. Health officials are concerned, especially for unvaccinated children, a sobering reminder of life's fragility. Meanwhile, tensions around the Temple Mount escalated, holy to Jews and to Muslims. Some leaders and activists showed unprecedented boldness in asserting Jewish rights to the site. The long-standing status quo feels fragile. Any perceived shift could ignite wider conflict. For many Christians, these are not random headlines but echoes of ancient prophecies. Zechariah 12, verse 3. On that day I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all the nations. All who lift it will surely hurt themselves. To many, the UN debates and firm speeches look like that immovable stone in real time. Another focus is a future temple in Jerusalem. Scripture in Daniel and in Matthew 24 speaks of end-time events tied to a temple, including the abomination of desolation. Rising tensions and growing focus on the Mount are seen as ground shifting toward that possibility. Daniel 12 verse 11 mentions 1,290 days from the removal of daily sacrifices, implying their restoration first. Groups monitor preparations, sacred vessels crafted, priests trained, some watching 2025 closely. Teachers like Pastor Tom Hughes point to convergence, political strife, Temple Mount fervor, and global focus colliding in one year. For those watching, it feels as if the stage is being set for a foretold act. Every report from the Holy City is weighed for prophetic meaning. The focus on Jerusalem extends far beyond Christian prophecy watchers. Political, historical, cultural, diplomats, and world leaders track Jerusalem because it keys regional stability. A major conflict could spiral, disrupt economies, create refugee crises, draw in great powers. Speeches at the UN, disputes over land and the status of holy places keep cameras fixed on the city. We see families under debt, parents grieving disease, and lives lived under the shadow of conflict, and we see compassion. In Jerusalem, beauty and brokenness sit side by side. For many Christians, these signs fuel hope, God over history, redemption advancing, yet compassion for suffering remains central. They pray for the peace of Jerusalem, knowing Scripture foretells turmoil before lasting peace. Watch with wisdom, pray for peace, work so hope overcomes fear. At the epicenter, declarations and mercy, public health and rising fervor converge. May unity be found in this city sacred to so many.